Good morning, guys. Today we're going to talk about the KST1000. It's Kestrel's addition to a shot timer. It's a very durable shot timer, definitely a buy once, cry once piece of gear. Pretty simple interface. It has a power button, a green go button that starts your time. It has an enter button with directional keys around the enter button. It has this button with the lines on, it's like three lines, split three lines that are parallel to each other. That is so you can review the last volleys of shots that you've had. It will display the number of shots and the split times within the shots and the total time at the bottom of that list. It will also light the display. That's what that button's for, and this is for your settings. Press the power button, pops on, gives you your battery indicator and also your firmware indicator, what number you're on. The top display, once the go button is hit, it will listen to the shots and it will tell you your total time. This will tell you your first shot. This will tell you your split times. Alright, so the easiest way to explain this is probably just go to the settings. The settings menu is pretty easily laid out. It has the presets, so you can, I've never named presets, but you can name your own presets, and that way when you hit it, it automatically goes to whatever your settings are. We'll go down the list from there. In your presets, you can set, it's got an array of different devices to listen to, aka like what gun are you shooting. This is, number one is for rifle, which rifle is going to be the loudest rapport. Therefore, it's going to block out like the quieter things that you don't put it on rifle if you're going to shoot a 22 LR kind of deal. So you have rifle, then it goes pistol, 22 LR, suppressed 22 LR, and then dry fire. Dry fire is to the point that you can snap around. You can take your finger and snap around the sensor and it will set off the time. Rifle is obviously it's going to take a lot to set off the timer. It does pretty good. I usually keep it on pistol. Pistol keeps up with pistol and rifle very easily. It's got a start delay. So the start delay is when if I hit the go button and I have it set to 3 seconds, after I hit the go button, it will take 3 seconds to go off. I keep it at 0.1, and then I drop down and I do a random. So I have it anywhere from 0.1 of a second to 1.9 seconds. So the random means that it will surprise you when it goes off. It's not going to do the same thing every time. So when you hit the button, if it's on random, it can go off between the two extremes that you guys set, and it just surprises you. That's a good training tool, so that you don't have to worry about, oh, I know when I'm hitting the button and I'm giving myself an advantage. It takes the advantage out of there for you. The par time, you can set it. If you're gonna do, I need to do 5 shots under 5 seconds. If you set a par time for 5 seconds, the first beep means go, the last beep means your 5 seconds is up. You can turn that on or off by selecting par time and going left or right for on or off. So I just turn my par time off right there. If you go down, you can set up 1, 2, 3 par times at a different times if you're working on certain drills. You can also do a start loop, so that way you set the start loop for, I want the drill to start over every 10 seconds. So, or whatever amount of time that you want. And after you set that, if you hit go, the drill starts in 10 seconds. The drill starts back over in 10 seconds, or whatever metric you put in there. The buzzer volume is low, medium, high. With that being said, high is pretty loud. You're going to be able to hear it through any hearing protection, or if you're running in a class scenario, it will definitely reach out there and let everybody know when the drill begins. I put my review as time. Review means the metric that I'm breaking it down to. You can also go to split times or just whole times. So I do the time, so it gives me both metrics when I look at it. It tells me my total time, and it also tells me my split times. The more information you have, the better. Device settings is simply just a very simple device settings. I leave it the factory route, and I've had no issues with that. We go back here, and I don't worry about diagnostics. Never use that button, never press it. Not gonna start today. The good thing about the Kestrel is you can see the main footing here, right? So when you're looking at it, when you're holding it in your hand, you have access to all these buttons. But one of the better things is when you're shooting, you're usually gonna have it clipped on your pocket. So let's talk about the pocket clip. The pocket clip is a very sturdy. You're not gonna break it off. It's not gonna, fall off your pants or anything of that nature. It is a very thick, sturdy plastic clip. And it actually holds on pretty well. And I think that has something to do with, if you can see, it has a little plastic piece that protrudes out from the back that makes it puts better pressure between your pocket material and the clip. So it's not just a big gap sitting right there. You can see that little piece right there. If for whatever reason it does break because you decided to pull a truck with it, they are replaceable. 3 screws. It's not molded into the back of the plastic. It's got a very large speaker for that buzzer noise. Another feature is it has on the top, if say you're looking at it from your pocket, so this is clipped onto a pocket, like my hand is the pocket it's clipped on, you can look over to whatever pocket you have and it gives you the same metrics. It gives you your full time, your number of shots, your first shot, and your split time. So you don't have to unclip it to look at the large screen. It gives you the same metrics on the very top. I will say the Kestrel timer is an expensive timer. There's no rhyme or reason about that. They make good products. Definitely a buy once, cry once. If you buy a cheaper timer, from what I've seen from others, it usually lasts about a year, 2 years, and then you're going to be buying another timer, especially if you're getting it wet. This timer, to my knowledge, is waterproof. As you can see, it has been dropped. There are some dings. The screen protector's been replaced once or twice, and it already has new scratches on the screen protector. With that being said, no issues. The only thing I've had to do is change out the batteries once. I've owned this since they were commercially available to civilians. So I would say I've owned this maybe a year, if not 18 months, and it has been really good. So the batteries are standard 1, 2, 3. I got Duracells in here right now, lithium batteries. Always put lithium batteries in your Kestrel. It's a very expensive piece of equipment. Might as well spend the extra $2 or $3 on lithium batteries. They hold up better and they last longer. If you look around the door, it has a rubber gasket sealing the batteries from any moisture or water getting into them. I know a lot of places or a lot of people that shoot in desert environments love this feature because you're not getting dust everywhere. Dust and water ruin things faster than anybody really realizes. The door has 2 little hinges. You clip it in and you simply push it down till it locks. There is a switch on the bottom to operate the battery door. You simply just pull it to the unlock icon and take your fingernail, pry up, and it's good to go. Replace your batteries, go back after it. I've used this thing on this battery, the batteries that I have in it right now, at least 20 hours, and it's still showing full battery. So that's a review of the Kestrel KST1000. Don't hesitate to buy it. Good piece of gear. Everybody needs a shot timer if you want to get better and faster. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.